Hello, Massiel here, and today's session is about conditional formatting in Excel. This is to help you build on the skills that you have with your assignment. And what is conditional formatting? I'm glad you asked. From this week's slides, you can see that this is the circus fit section of my Excel spreadsheet, and you can see that the numbers in blue are showing students that scored the highest, that are close to 30, and the students scoring in red are the ones that are scoring the lowest. So basically, conditional formatting is a way of setting up your spreadsheet so that the scores of those who need help are showing up in a particular colour, usually red, and those who are doing well are showing up in another colour, say blue. And what you can do is you can have a look at the scores and perhaps provide support for the students that need help, and perhaps give different tasks or extra tasks to the students who are doing well. Perhaps even the students who are doing well, they can get activities to help others. So let's have a look on a real spreadsheet and see what this looks like. Okay, well, here's my spreadsheet with the results for the Move It Fitness Program 2012, and I have my student's name and surname in one column and another column for surname, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 subjects and a total. So I want to perhaps look at a particular subject. I want to look at the group challenge because it's an activity that's out of 30. So this is how I would do the conditional formatting. I want to see who's doing well in that and who needs help. You select the area, the column that you want to set the conditional formatting for, and then you go up to Format, and you will see in the menu the word conditional formatting. And when you click on that, you're going to get maybe a menu like this, or you might get a different menu that looks a little bit like my sheet from this week, and I'll show you where that sheet is. Computers will vary in looks but not in features. So yours might look like this one, for example, where the conditional formatting, it gives you condition 1. So that's the first set rule that you're going to make. And if you want to add a second one, which in this activity you will, you go down here to where it says add, and you add your second condition. On this computer I'm using at the moment, it looks a little bit different. So I would select current selection and I would click add. And when I do that, I will get a choice of how I want it to be styled. And for this activity, I want to select the icon sets, because what that does, it gives me little buttons and it's selected it for me. So the more advanced your Excel program, the more accommodating it will be. But don't be afraid of those menus. Just bear with it and you'll see that it's quite straightforward. You just need to relax. Don't do these sorts of activities in a rush. My other tip to you is, where possible, this section here where it says zoom, make the screen as big as you're going to be able to handle, because if you make the screen too small, you're going to be squinting and you're going to make more mistakes. Okay, having a look at this, you can see that there are 3 colours. The green one I can set for students who are doing well, and as this activity is out of 30, I'm going to set that to greater than or equal to 27. Okay, so any student that's getting 27 or more out of 30, I want to give a green light, they're doing well. If I wanted to change the colour, I can select these icons here or change the colour for that selection, but I'm happy with the little green light. Okay, so students who are doing okay, we might make them greater than and equal to 5, and we'll click OK. Alright, that's got it. It's interesting because every time I use a different Excel program, it has a different way of setting that. So on this occasion, you have to set the yellow ones are the students that are in the middle. So let's have a look. I have one student that's doing less than or equal to 6 out of 30. And I have 3 students that are scoring greater than 27 out of 30. And the middle scores are turning out yellow. So that is an advanced feature, and that is what we call conditional formatting, and that is one of the many ways to make that activity work. Stay tuned for our next session, and if you've got any questions, you can write to me on the forum or send me an email to mbarros3@une.edu.au. Enjoy!